Hello everybody, it's me Dov from outside the Stadio Olimpico in Rome in the aftermath of Juventus' 4-0 win over AC Milan in the Coppa Italia final. Obviously the Bianconeri won with 2 goals from Benatia, another from Douglas Costa, and obviously that Nikola Kalinic own goal, which kind of rounded everything off very nicely for the Bianconeri, and then obviously not so nicely for AC Milan. Look at the kind of game as a whole. I think obviously the 4-0 result I think flatters Juventus a little bit, because for the most part, particularly in the first half, Milan were able to live with them and did quite well. But it was just that kind of 8-minute period in the second half where Juventus scored 3 goals, and that basically killed any kind of momentum or any hopes Milan had really for getting victory in the match. In the first half, I thought Bonaventura did quite well, had a couple of good shots, and it was probably Milan's most dangerous player, I thought. Cotrone was a bit disappointing, but I thought Bonaventura did quite well. Locatelli as well, I thought he was kind of recycling the play as well. And apart from maybe a couple of half chances, Juventus really struggled to get through the Milan defence in the first half. But then kind of Juve just moved up a couple of gears in the second half, and then that was when Milan couldn't handle them. And obviously they got those 3 goals, like I said, and then after that it was over, particularly after the second goal. It was finished. But the main thing obviously everybody's going to talk about after this game is, of course, Mr. Donnarumma and his mistakes. Now the Douglas Costa goal, he should be saving that, and he shouldn't be patting a ball down into the feet of Benatia for the third one. So he certainly is culpable, even though Gattuso did say after the game that he isn't going to blame Donnarumma. He says that the whole team were lost, the whole team were culpable. So I mean, take that what you will, but during the game you could kind of see Donnarumma making mistakes, and he was a bit what's the word, when in his distribution of the ball, he was a bit slow. Mandzukic was getting far too close to him far too often as well, and you can see maybe he was a bit nervous. But he's only young, but it's something that he really needs to look at, and the coaching staff at Milan need to look at, in terms of these mistakes, because it's mistakes that he makes far too regularly for me. He's got in every game you can always see there's a mistake in him, and there's the potential that something could happen. And as we've seen tonight, 2 things happened which really cost Milan quite a lot. So there we go. That's what we've got to say about that. Elsewhere, obviously the kind of big talking points were, of course, Mr. Bonucci as well coming back. He was whistled a lot by the Juventus fans, of course, which is what you would expect. Interestingly, he came out onto the pitch before anybody else, but at the start of the game in his suit, and just kind of stood just a little bit into the pitch, and kind of like looked around. And obviously when people realised he was there, the Juventus fans gave him dog's abuse. So that's that. Everything else, Dybala, fantastic. He had a really good game, particularly in that second half, creating for Juve as well. I thought he was very very dangerous for them. And where do Juve go from here? 4th consecutive Coppa Italia, 13th overall, winning another Scudetto. I mean, there's nothing for them left to prove in the domestic game. They are head and shoulders above every other team. When they need to turn it on, they turn it on. They're better than everybody. What about Allegri? The way he was talking in his press conference, it seems like he's going to stay and try and build for another Champions League run. So who knows? So that is all there is left for me to say until Sunday, until Juventus visit the Stadio Olimpico once more to play Roma. There's nothing else left for me to say apart from arrivederci.